One day, I was walking in the city park when suddenly I saw a small child crying by the pool. It immediately crossed my mind that maybe he had fallen or lost his favorite toy. However, when I got closer, I heard a familiar sound. The sound of crying was similar to the cry of my late sister when she was afraid or worried. Immediately I gasped, remembering difficult moments when my sister felt anxious. This is an example that shows how powerfully being triggered can connect us to deep emotional experiences, even when we are interacting with strangers in public places. When someone feels triggered, the effects can vary depending on the individual and the situation that triggered it. However, generally, triggered reactions often involve a strong emotional response, such as anxiety, anger, sadness, or fear. People who are triggered may also experience physical symptoms such as shaking, cold sweats, increased heart rate, or even panic attacks. Overall, triggered reactions can disrupt a person's emotional well-being, affect social interactions, and even limit a person's ability to function on a daily basis. Maybe you also have moments that make you triggered. Therefore, let's discuss from a Stoic perspective how to stop getting triggered forever. Step 1. Self-awareness. Knowledge of oneself is the beginning of all wisdom. Seneca. In the context of Stoicism, self-awareness plays a key role in efforts to permanently stop triggered reactions. Self-awareness allows one to recognize what triggers strong emotional reactions, and this is consistent with the Stoic principle that self-knowledge is the first step to wisdom. A Stoic will view triggering situations as an opportunity to train oneself to deal with emotional challenges. They will pay close attention to what causes the emotional reaction, whether it is a certain situation, the words of another person, or a lingering memory from the past. With deep self-awareness, a person can begin to understand their thought patterns and emotional responses. Efforts to permanently stop a triggered reaction involve using reason to assess whether the reaction is consistent with deeply held values and principles. A Stoic would ask themselves whether that reaction is a wise response. By doing this, we can change our emotional position from negative to neutral. When we are neutral, we can take concrete steps to better manage our triggered reactions, then act wisely in accordance with the values and principles we adhere to. Step 2. Accept and process emotions. In Stoicism practice, when someone feels triggered by a certain situation or trigger, the recommended first step is to accept the emotions that arise without resistance. This means not suppressing it or ignoring it, but instead acknowledging its existence and allowing yourself to feel the emotion fully. In this case, a Stoic might take time to process those emotions in a healthy and productive way. They can write in a journal to express their feelings, talk to a close friend or mentor to gain a broader perspective, or even meditate to calm their mind. By accepting emotions without resistance and processing them in a healthy way, a person can develop courage and resilience in facing emotional challenges, as well as improve their overall inner well-being. Step 3. Change your mindset. Epictetus said, "The key to control is not in controlling external events, but in controlling your own mind." Stoicism teaches that we have control over our thoughts and perceptions, although we do not always have control over the external situations that trigger emotional reactions. In Stoicism, a person is then asked to replace this negative thought pattern with a more positive and realistic thought pattern. For example, instead of insisting that everything must go according to plan, one could replace it with the thought that life is full of uncertainty and we must be ready to adapt to change. By changing this thought pattern, a person can help calm their triggered reactions and bring themselves into a more stable and peaceful state of mind. This is also in line with the Stoic principle that we should focus on the things we can control, namely our thoughts and responses to situations, rather than on the things that are outside our control. Thus, changing thought patterns is an important step in the practice of Stoicism to overcome triggered reactions and achieve greater emotional well-being. Step 4. Take care of mental and physical health. In Stoicism, maintaining mental and physical health is an integral part of efforts to permanently stop triggered reactions. The principles of Stoicism teach that we should treat our body and mind as a unified whole, and that good mental and physical health is an important foundation in achieving greater emotional well-being. In Stoicism practice, when someone feels triggered, the final step recommended is to take concrete action to maintain their overall mental and physical health. This includes: first, get enough sleep. Good quality sleep plays an important role in maintaining mental and physical health. A Stoic will prioritize getting enough sleep as part of their daily routine to ensure their mind remains clear and focused. Second, healthy diet. Eating a balanced and nutritious diet is important for physical and mental health. A Stoic will choose foods that provide enough energy and nutrition to support their body and mind. Third, exercise regularly. Exercising regularly is an effective way to reduce stress and improve physical and mental health. A Stoic will find time to work out in their routine as part of an effort to maintain balance in their life. Fourth, manage stress well. Stress is a natural part of life, but how we respond to it can affect our overall well-being. A Stoic will use techniques such as meditation, self-reflection, or breathing exercises to manage stress well and remain calm in the face of difficult situations. By maintaining overall mental and physical health, a person can strengthen themselves to face emotional challenges, including triggered reactions. In the context of Stoicism, it is part of a wisdom practice aimed at achieving greater balance and inner peace in life. Thus, maintaining mental and physical health is an important step on the journey towards the wisdom of Stoicism and greater emotional well-being.